Rex, it's been over a year since the last time we talked, and it's glad to have you back on. How's it been?
Bad.
Bad? Oh, that was not what I was hoping to hear. Why is it going so bad, man?
The government is against me.
The government is against you.
The government is against my business. They have locked it all down. The media has fear-mongered my clients into not paying me. So here we are, thanks to coronavirus. So, other than that, working on some other things at home. The self-production has kept me afloat, whereas most guys just have one or the other. Self-production has kept me afloat while the actual job video industry stuff has been kind of slow thanks to a virus.
Yeah, no, that definitely sucks. It seems there's a conspiracy against you specifically, which is a bit unfair. And it's been a shame, but you have been producing quite a few interesting things since then, some of which we'll talk about later. But there's a lot more dumb things that we could talk about first before we talk about important things.
Like what?
Of course, asking the dumb types of questions that I always ask people. Hear me out, podcast to bad ideas. I got all the questions that incite stupid answers and stupid responses from people, but trying to find the silver linings in those same things as well. I was asking people a certain question today that will tie in more towards the subject that we'll be talking about later with your projects, which is regarding video games, cheat codes, mods. If life was like a video game, what type of cheat codes, what kind of mods would you be using to improve your own life? What would make it more interesting for you?
I don't know. Improve my life? I don't know. My life is pretty awesome as it is, aside from the government conspiring against me. So it'll take a minute for me to think about this. Really putting me on the spot here. But if I had to say one, the cheat code, the infinite money cheat code, that'd actually be a pretty good cheat code.
No, yeah, definitely a convenience there.
I'd want to be able, cheat code to change my voice. I don't know, reskin, something like that. If I could do that, then I would never have to pay another actor again. Yeah, there's a lot of stuff.
Good point. Yeah, one cheat code that's pretty common that you never actually do, that probably wouldn't actually be that all useful, is the big head cheat code that you find in like a lot of N64 PS1 games.
If you're getting on Ripley's Believe It or Not, maybe
that would be good. But if you already have the infinite money cheat code, you probably don't need it so much. Believe it or not, this guy suddenly spawned $10 billion in his bank account one day.
For having a big head, or just he chose the cheat code?
Yeah, no, for the cheat code. I asked a couple of people online today, and I got a lot of the same exact response, which was the Konami code to get 30 extra lives. Extra lives would be extremely convenient.
No.
Probably also help with the Ripley's Believe It or Not thing as well.
30 extra lives. No, that's okay.
Yeah, people always say that like life is short. Like, it's really not. It's the longest thing you're ever gonna do.
Think about it. Like,
honestly.
The people who say life is too. Think about think about Wolf of Wall Street. Think about that movie. So that was like 3 hours. So it's like, people will tell me that movie's too long. And then those same people in tandem next week will say, oh, life is too short. So I'm like, if you want to live to be 80 or 90 years, that means that you want to watch Wolf of Wall Street a total of like 21,000 times in your life. Because, if you do the math, actually, no. Should I pull out the calculator? Give me a sec here.
Yeah,
so we do.
Let's give us a little calculation.
So let's say you have another 60 years left to live. 60 times, what's that? So that's times 12, that's 12 months. And then times 30, that's 30 days, times 24 hours, and then we divide that by 3. Oh, no, a lot more than 21,000 times. In 60 years, you could watch Wolf of Wall Street 172,000 times. I'm not trying to do that. So, no, I would argue that...
Yeah. Life is a bit long when you consider it in Wolf of Wall Street lengths of time, or length of any... Crap, what's the director's name? James Cameron movie. There we go. Gosh.
James Cameron? I thought it was Scorsese.
Scorsese also. Quite a few directors who have Judd Apatow. A lot of life should probably be measured by the lengths of movies in the first place. People do that with like driving to places or walking to places. Like, oh, that was only 3 songs worth of distance. That wasn't that long at all.
I've been using the same burn CD in my car for the last like 2 years. So
yeah.
I don't know. It just keeps looping. If a trip is over an hour, then I know it's a long trip. because that's all a CD can fit is 70 minutes. Most people don't even have CDs anymore. That's going to be something for the socialist millennial housing they're going to have to build in the next 10 years after the economic collapse. But that's another story.
Ask people another question, and it's going to be so crazy how it connects with the what you're going to be promoting. First question is about video games. Second question is about school. If the pandemic does continue and we get into this sort of post-apocalyptic world, what kind of classes do you think schools will be adding to the curriculum? Like we had, over in California, we have earthquake drills all the time, and then like the Cold War, there was always like nuclear launch drills, but like we're thinking of whole classes or like things that you can major in college. What's going to be the thing that's going to be necessary to add?
I think majoring in cancel posts, I think that'll probably be a thing in the next like 20, or I mean, they won't literally call it that, but I do think it'll be like social media something. I think social media will be a major in the next 20 years, something like that.
Yeah, no, exactly. No, that's a really good point. I had some interesting comments about classes that should be relevant in the future. I still do not get what the deal was with the whole toilet paper thing. I thought eventually I would be like, oh, now I get it. A lot of the people commented there should be some sort of alternative to toilet paper 101.
Yeah, your dog.
Yeah, I got to make sure you have a brown dog, first of all, which is a perfect place for us to segue into the reason why we have you on the podcast, which is you are working on a new project.
How was that a segue?
The Class of '09. It is not a good place to segue, but I was just thinking.
Go ahead. I'm sorry. It's your show.
Place to segue.
I'm sorry. Go ahead.
No worries. Class of '09. I assume somewhere in the script eventually there will be mention of shaking babies. It's obviously where it's leading to, where I can see. I played through the game a couple of times, and it's definitely
just the demo. I want to clarify. Just the demo is out. Yeah, go ahead. Sorry.
Right. Yeah, the demo's out to download for free on itch.io, and it's definitely clearly professionally produced or produced with a professional level of skill. Why don't we talk about that a little? What's the synopsis of the game?
So the game of Class of '09, the main pitch or tagline, well, there's two taglines for it. The first tagline is the anti-visual novel. Usually what we see with visual novels on like the Play Store or Steam or whatever is it's like a first-person thing. You're some average dude and there's all these anime girls and like they just magically all want you, or you're magically able to like talk to them and they all date you and all that. We flip the script where you play the pretty anime girl and you reject all of the men. So that's where it's the anti-visual novel. And so you can just have like true visual, you can have true verbal carnage with this game. And you can just insult people with words and sentences you never knew you could produce. But that's the beauty of a video game, is it gives you powers that you otherwise wouldn't have. In Spider-Man, you can sling webs and jump really high. In Superman, you can fly. In Class of '09, you can verbally destroy people, and you have a silver tongue like no other. Mm-hmm. So that's the superpower you get to experience in Class of '09. The other tagline is, it's not a dating sim, it's a rejection sim. So that's I think that tagline has probably worked the best in getting the most clicks and the most interest around it. But you play this girl and you go through high school from 2007 to 2009, finishing up the last 2 years, and you know you have all these people approaching you, and it's just it kind of realistically breaks down like how being nice versus how being mean will sort of affect your life and how it plays out, mm-hmm. and it tackles a lot of stuff like. And again, people are going to assume that like, oh, well, I got to be nice to get the good ending. Absolutely not. Don't take anything from people. Don't take any nonsense from anybody. And so
exactly.
It's a game where if you do elect to take nonsense from people, you get the worst ending, which I won't spoil. But it's a game where if you're about your business and you're just you're kind of hard-headed or hard and like you're clever and you just do what benefits you and what's easiest. Then you get the really good ending, which I won't spoil.
The beginning definitely sets up the character and the motivation, and obviously gives you an idea of the type of responses you should be selecting when you're communicating with the other NPCs. It mentioned, and I'm probably misquoting this, that it is based off of true events. Do you want to go into a little bit of that?
Dude, so much of it is based off of just stuff I saw growing up, types of people I met growing up. You know, like it depends, like guys who grew up on the East Coast, you know, or maybe some guys on the West, you know, there's a lot of like high school archetype guy sort of people who are very accurately portrayed in a way that hasn't really been done before, where it really takes examples of stuff that you saw and it just lays it all out there. Mm-hmm. And, you know, and so another thing is that it's just, it is really, I mean, we get wacky there's a couple stems where you can go down where it gets maybe a little wacky, but as far as, you know, the two sort of main roads it could go down, it's actually kind of painfully realistic. And that's kind of what I'm trying to do, is I'm trying to have like one of the most realistic high school simulations, whether it be in video games, novels, movies, music, that could possibly be achieved. Because, you know, I think about like John Hughes movies, and people are like, oh yeah, it was so realistic, it was so this, it was so that, it was so touching and relatable. And I watch Breakfast Club. I'm like, no kid in high school cares this much about anything. No one cares this much. And so I think kind of the refreshing thing about Class of '09 is that there's moments where the main character and other characters are like, I don't care, whatever. Like, oh no, the bake sale's gonna go about. So like you know, and so I feel like we haven't really had that much of that. The only other maybe comp I could give for a project which did do that was Superbad in 2007 with Jonah Hill and the guy that played McLovin. Forgot his Mintz Plasse. That's the guy who played McLovin. But
yeah. And so your fans might be surprised that you're working on a video game. Is this the first game that you've worked on before, or have there been others?
First game. First game. And it's a trip, you know, and it ups the budget significantly because there's a bunch of tasks that you now have to pay for, which you know, like I have no idea how to draw. You know, like I have no idea, especially in that like hyper Eastern anime style. I have no idea how to really pull that off. You know what I mean? So, you know, you gotta pay a few thousand for that. You gotta pay a few thousand for programming. You gotta pay, you know, all this stuff that I've never really done before. But you know, the money
and I imagine the writing is substantially different for working on something like this. When you're working with all these stems and different paths that you could go down with a visual novel, how does it differ from your typical projects working on like writing music or writing for a movie?
So with a standard feature, because I had a little bit of experience with playing with setup and payoff and plot structure with doing Heaven Ain't Hard to Find, right. which came out, I guess, end of 2019. And it was sort of a thing where usually when you're writing a feature film, you're going to jot down like a list of, you know, oh, well, this is how it starts. This is how it ends. These are the red herrings. These are the, you know, all that different stuff. And, but when it comes to a game with multiple different paths, so our game, it's definitely not the longest visual novel, but it has 15 different endings.
Wow.
And so with those endings, it's a thing where you have to make, like in Twine, I had to make which is a program, I had to make like a big, you know, web kind of brainstorm flowchart. And so that was my basis and skeleton for doing everything. And so it's tricky because you would try to have setups and then callbacks later to those setups, but sometimes it'd be a problem where, you know, what if they pick that option and now they're at this thing and now like the setup doesn't pay off as much. But at the same time, I was like, you know, maybe that encourages multiple playthroughs. You know, people can see something that was really late in the game, but then they pick an option earlier on, and then they get the context for the thing that happened later. It's kind of a nice little thing where it brings it all together. So there's definitely a lot of that. I would definitely recommend to anyone when the full game is out in Q2 2021, to definitely play as many stems as you can and try to get every ending. Because the overall length of the game, if you 100% it, it's about the length of 2 feature films. So it's there's a lot of
Wow.
stuff. Yeah.
No, that is fantastic. That is a huge undertaking, especially if you haven't done something like that before. Is there something that you know now that you wish you would have known at the start of this project?
In terms of writing?
In terms of just the whole undertaking, like advice that you could give to someone else who's maybe trying to start some sort of game or visual novel or something like that.
I mean, the thing is that a lot of the advice that I learned was probably I was just building it up over the years with smaller projects. But what I would say to anybody who feels like they're an ideas man and they want to make a game, have money and have connections.
That's a good advice.
So, so many people who worked on this game I had worked with prior. Another thing is like understand that part of your acting budget is your promotional budget. So, when it comes to voiceover, that's not popular to say a lot of the time, but when it comes to live action, just standard screen stuff, it's kind of a given that that's why you pay, an actor who's popular or whatever, is because people show up for actors. People like that. Now we're in this new era where people will show up for something just for a voice actor they like. And, 15 years ago, that was completely implausible. But now it's like a real thing. So, you get a couple people like that. And also, you got to be ready. The number one thing is you got to be ready for people to flake on you. You got to be ready to, anybody can come up with a plan for, okay, I have all these people. Okay, have my whole staff set. Where people screw up is they're not ready to bounce and react when one of those pieces fall apart. And that's where the true problem-solving ability of a director comes in. Is you really got to be able to like when something messes up, like you got to keep going and you got to keep it moving. And so that's where a lot of projects fail. Right there is just like a little adversity happens and the whole thing gets delayed for years and years, and then it just doesn't come out.
Right, exactly. No, that's very good advice to give to people. Yeah, so people can play the demo now on itch.io, class of '09, and it'll be the complete version of the game will be out later in the year. Is that correct?
That is correct. We're aiming for Q2 2021.
Okay, no, that is fantastic. Yeah, and so thank you very much, Max, for coming on and talking and answering some very stupid questions and then giving some actually really good sound advice about working on projects and video games and stuff.
I just want to say I know I'm going to get canceled for everything I've said during this whole little spot here. So, yeah, I'm getting ready for it. I've contacted my publicist as we spoke. Sorry. Wow, speaking. I'm losing it.
Now the grammar Nazis are after you, too.
Yeah, grammar Nazis and the real neo-Nazis are after me. Go figure. But, yeah, that's how it goes.
No, it was fantastic. Thank you very much for coming on. And we will join back with the normal program. See ya. There you go. We completed the cold open. Well, it's Hear Me Out. It's a podcast of bad ideas. If you're already listening to episode 10, you know that. You know about bad ideas.
We're in double digits now.
Yeah, the big 1-0. I hate it when they do that. Like every single birthday is like, oh, the big 2-0, oh, the big 350.
The big 1-4.
The big 1-4. Yeah, the big. Yeah. Oh.
Why is everything so big?
I don't know. Oh, you're fat. The big 352. Oh. Yeah, that's what we all call you behind your back. Anyways,
no.
I'm Zach, and here with me today we got Pearson and Evan, and special guest Susie.
Hello.
Coming back from the cat wine episode. It'd be funny if like, the person to my right, Dan. Oh no! Oh no! Yeah, exactly.
Danny DeVito.
Yeah, Danny DeVito. Oh, Danny DeVito. He has been sitting quietly in all our recording sessions, but he's on the left.
Yes,
So-
and you never point to him.
Exactly. Anyways, I got an interesting question for you guys.
Tell me.
In nature, we have many symbiotic relationships. The bee and the flower. The tick and my body. The, what's another symbiotic relationship? I already forgot.
Hornbill and the rhino.
The hornbill and the rhino, the mosquito, and also my body.
The clownfish and the
Other
sea
people's
anemone.
bodies.
The
too.
clownfish. Oh, that is so smart that you, Pearson, thought of
Yep.
that all on your own.
Clownfish and
And exactly. So, but it's all been done before. It's kind of boring. I want some new team ups. What's the next best symbiotic relationship in nature? Doesn't both have to be animals.
I think the easier way to play this game is you pitch us the animals and then we tell you what the relationship is.
Oh.
I don't know how that works, but I like to see it. Okay,
That's one way.
the one I had in mind, gorilla and horse.
Gorilla and a horse.
Why?
Yes, who's writing who?
What?
Clearly,
Oh my god.
The gorilla rides the horse.
yeah, I think that's pretty obvious.
Right. See. Okay. So is it sort of like a Tarzan situation where the horse is on the gorilla's back,
Oh
or
my
What are you
God.
talking
is it
about? When have horses ever ridden
When has
anything?
Tarzan ever ridden? a
no?
gorilla?
Is the idea of people riding?
How would a horse
Oh
even
my
get
God.
on a
riding
gorilla?
on someone's
How would a horse get on a gorilla?
How would a horse get? Doesn't have to. The gorilla over the shoulders.
Gorillas have opposable thumbs. They can
Just
hold it.
grab the horse and drag it?
Plops it over like a backpack,
What
like
would
Yoda
be the
style.
advantage of it?
Yeah, why would...
That's what I'm asking you guys.
Okay, here's what I think. If the horse needs to get up to a tree to get the good fruit,
Yeah.
the gorilla can go get the fruit and bring
Perfect.
it down to the horse.
Perfect.
I got
That's
it.
true.
Octopus
All right.
Oh,
and
I don't-
kangaroo.
What?
Octopus and a kangaroo.
Why?
That's so easy.
Yeah.
It's so very easy.
It's so
Do you have an
easy.
idea for this one?
Yeah,
or you
I
want
do.
us to
I have a
pitch
genuine
the-
idea.
The kangaroo kicks unsuspecting victims into the ocean.
What?
And the octopus pays him back with ink so the kangaroo can write his memoirs.
Oh, I know. I know what it is. The kangaroo looks at the octopus and just appreciates it. And it's like, thank God I look the way I do.
He finds some little things for his octopus garden.
There you go.
And
I would-
hides them in his pouch.
I was
Octopus
thinking,
garden?
yeah, you could have water in the pouch where the octopus can hang out, and then the
interesting.
octopus, because octopus eat what? Crabs, obviously, everybody knows this.
Yes.
And then where are the crabs? Crabs aren't in the water; they're on the shore. You always see crabs.
Oh my
on the
gosh,
shore.
you're right.
So then the kangaroo comes, picks up the octopus, says, "Hey, let's go. Let's get some crabs." Then so the octopus eats the crabs, and then the kangaroo takes the crab shells and makes a cool necklace.
That is actually pretty sweet. And I mean, if you're in Australia, a cool crab necklace would be like all the rage.
Yeah.
They have an unfair advantage over their peers.
That's true.
The necklace is appealing. It's
When
like,
I have a necklace, I'm definitely more appealing during the meeting.
Oh my gosh. We'll have to double check. On that one. I have an animal randomizer. So
I do too. That's how I came up with octopus kangaroo.
all right, well how about this one? Alligator? Oh, that one's boring. It's alligator monkey. That one's obvious. Everyone knows that one. Okay,
Yep.
here it is. The parakeet and do they only have 5 animals on this website?
No, I got it.
Animal random.
A moose
Okay.
and a porpoise.
Moose and a porpoise. Another easy. I mean, it's hard to do this like cross ecosystem thing
Yeah.
where they'll never come to contact with each other.
But
But
they will.
what is plural for moose? I believe it's meese.
Meese.
That's
That's
what I
nice.
always thought.
Okay. Yeah.
Could it be
Lucid.
a symbiotic relationship in the sense of two neighboring territories making some sort of trade deal?
I see. How would
That's
that
usually
go?
beneficial.
Like a gang war kind of truce thing? Because everyone knows about the Great Moose Porpoise War that's been going on for a while. The narwhals wanted to get involved, but they didn't know whether to help their sea buddies or their horn buddies. They're a little on the fence about that.
That's a good joke. That's a good joke.
Thanks.
That joke should have got a laugh.
Yeah, and thank you.
I
Nobody-
think
Okay, porpoise and narwhal, Evan.
I don't remember what they look like.
You set it up, and you're just sitting there now.
Wait, I didn't set up porpoise and narwhal. What are you
I
talking
mean,
about?
porpoise and moose.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, that makes more sense. Porpoise and
That makes more sense.
Yeah. Oh, that makes sense.
Oh, I have
So,
an idea,
the-
but after you.
the meese send the porpoises.
Poor pie.
Support back.
Poor pie.
Poor
Pork
pod.
pie,
Poor pod.
maple syrup from Canada,
Oh.
Okay, perfect.
and then the porpoises write them nice letters.
I,
They don't use it in their coffee.
That's super wholesome.
so that they
I
can
like
have a
that.
sugar substitute?
Yeah, they put it in the water that they swim in, so they just kind of have sweeter water.
Sweet water.
And
Like
and
that
the,
that online guitar company.
and the not horses, the meese. They put the sweet notes in their maple syrup to make it more sweet.
Wow, the sweet notes.
Yeah, it's symbiotic.
Where do they
That's
get the sweet
I
notes
think
from?
that's the core of a symbiotic relationship. It has to
Be
make
mutually beneficial.
it has to make both parties' lives better.
Yes, exactly.
Then they
thousands of years from now, there will be hybrids between the porpoise and the moose, which will be A narwhal, obviously.
What if?
Back to my joke.
What if the full circle?
Hey Pearson, I think you got some.
folks.
We got bad inventions, bad ideas for us.
We got bad apps today.
Ooh, bad apps.
Bad apps.
I don't think we've done that before.
That sounds like something almost bad.
Bad.
That's bad apps.
Oh, okay. Took me a second.
I got
Sorry.
First app we have, it's called Taxi Hold'em,
Taxi Hold'em.
which is a pun, of course, of Texas Hold'em.
Mm-hmm.
And you know how, like, when you're trying to hail a cab
Yeah.
and you can't, they don't see your hand because it's
It's dark.
not bright yellow.
It's dark outside.
Yes.
Because it's not bright yellow.
Yeah.
Yes.
Because
And
nothing's
so-
visible unless it's bright yellow. We all
Exactly.
Yeah. So the app is just an app that when you open it up, it will be the full screen will be bright yellow and say taxi. So you can hold it up and hail a cab.
know. That's clever.
Instead of just turning on your flashlight on your
Yeah.
phone.
Yeah.
Interesting.
But it's kind of clever. You gotta.
How long ago was that made?
I don't know.
Okay, because if
Is it
it was
free?
if it was within the last 5 years, it's kind of been made
Yes.
pointless by Uber,
Uber is
and Lyft. There's one.
There's probably more.
Uber.
DoorDash, if you like the person you want to get in their car. Hey, you want to take me somewhere?
Yeah, DoorDash sounds like it go either way. It's
It could.
yes,
Where we dash.
Can you dash me to another toy?
You're dashing.
DoorDash.
You call DoorDash thinking it's an Uber thing, and you're just like, wow, I got free food too. The ride was a little expensive though.
You call DoorDash and you're like, hey, what you doing tonight? I bought us food.
My second awful app is called Pocket Heat.
Pocket Heat.
Pocket Heat.
All right.
And
It overheats your phone.
yes, literally, it turns on every single function to make your phone as hyperactive and waste as
no.
much battery as possible to get it hot.
Oh, so that it'll shut off? So you do it to your
So that
enemies.
you can heat your hands, like if you have cold
Oh.
hands.
Okay.
So you're radiating your hands, but at least they're getting warm.
Yes.
So why didn't it work? Who would want that?
It basically, because like you have a little like fan in a computer or a fan in a phone or whatever, so that it doesn't overheat, because that's bad for your phone or bad for your computer. So one, it'll waste your battery, and two, it'll destroy your phone and potentially explode in your hand.
Yeah, what was it? Samsung Galaxy. They had that like pre-installed right when you bought the phone.
Yeah.
And it was the problem with that one. It was just start all on its own.
Yeah, it just happened.
It worked way better than all the other ones though.
Nobody was cold.
No one was ever cold. How would you improve this app to make it usable?
I would, maybe you could have like an extension, like maybe it's not because there are like powered hand warmers or powered like you have like a heating pack or something that you can plug in. So maybe you have one that you can like plug into your phone that's designed for it, but I wouldn't do it like directly out of your phone.
Like a heating pad.
Yes.
For my back. I
Yes.
plug it in, put it on my back,
Very
sleep on
small
my
area
phone.
of warmth.
Yes.
Yeah, well, your phone does get hot when it thinks too hard, just
Yep.
like my brain.
Yep.
It doesn't actually think, but yes.
guess.
If you got an
Too hard.
iPad,
Ooh.
see, that would
That's
be
more heat.
more
The
surface
iPad
area.
Pro would be perfect for the lower back.
There you go, perfect.
And then they can even curve them.
It's
They
a
can come-
heating pad.
like where it folds a little.
I think
No, it's
also-
an extra case where it has a curvature,
Yeah,
so when
yeah,
you
yeah.
put it on your back, it's
As an
like,
idea for improvement, that a phone is not the most comfortable thing to press against your body. That if you have some sort of rubber case on the outside that's going to
Not
take
the
the
way
heat,
Patrick uses it.
store it, and make it more comfortable.
Yeah, why not make it flexible too and bigger?
Yeah.
And then, so basically, this is a heating pad, but now you can make phone calls on. You see, it sounds
No,
stupid.
no. You need a heating pack with an
Oh my God.
external battery that you don't have to plug in. Like a rechargeable heating pack.
Yes.
It's
So,
a heating pad that plugs into your phone.
so wait,
That's
are
what
we,
never-
is it just a heating pad that you can make phone calls on? Because that sounds better than a phone.
No, that's
that
my
heats you up.
idea. That's the
your
good idea. The bad idea is the one that's real, that is just it overheats your phone.
Yeah. No.
Makes it
What if,
explode.
what if
Yeah.
it only heats up when you're on a phone call? So like you have to stretch out talking to someone
Do you remember
in a survival
Evan,
situation.
Do you remember your home button on your old phone would get so hot?
Yeah.
Evan had a phone where for
literally
no
burn your
reason,
hand.
the home button, specifically the home button, would
Nothing
get
else.
red hot, like so
Like
hot,
where
where
it
you could not
legit, like,
touch it
gave
or
me
your
scars.
skin would burn.
Holy
Wow,
crap.
That's usually how
Yes.
people describe me.
Yes.
Oh, wow.
Yes.
I know. I usually burn my own skin just when I do.
That sounds like a personal problem.
All right, next bad app is, I'll tell you the title, and it's pretty much all you need to know. UK Payphone Finder.
Okay. Finds payphones in the United Kingdom.
But if you have an
But only the red ones. Yeah, but I can explain why that exists. Because people don't actually use them to make calls; they use them to take pictures in front of. So they're trying to figure out where the
Oh,
nearest
for the
one is because they
gram.
look really nice
For
because
the
they're red,
gram.
and when you're wearing your like travel outfit, it's cute. And you're like, can you take a picture of me? Like
It's
in
for
front
the
of this
gram.
phone booth? Thanks.
They
I
need
feel
to have
very
that for...
old for saying for the gram.
Yes. They need to have that for every single utility in
Yeah.
the world, though.
Yeah.
Like,
But only the ones you want to take pictures in front of.
maybe you're a big fan of Pennywise. Like, find Storm Drain Finder.
Oh my gosh.
Or maybe you're into Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. Sewer.
Also
Storm Drain Finder also.
I mean,
Also.
I guess
People
it
in the
comes
entire
with
UK.
the app.
I noticed that this one app is taking up 80% of your storage.
It's worth it. Trust me. It's worth
Just
it.
in case, you know.
I know where every fire hydrant in the world is. It's gonna be worth it one day. I'm gonna have the happiest dog in the world. It's sponsor
Who wants to
time.
split it?
It's sponsor time. Today's sponsor is breadsticks. Split them.
Split it without touching it.
Split them with friends.
Ah!
Split them with friends. Split them with enemies. Split
You
them.
only got a third.
Split them with.
Don't split them.
Don't split them. Eat them all by yourself because you didn't split them, and now no one wants to eat breadsticks with you anymore. And
Bread on a stick.
breadsticks on a stick.
Also brought to you by Royal Deli Cookies, strawberry flavored. The cookies you didn't know existed.
Yes, they're in your pantry right now. You didn't know. They're probably expired.
It's like the U2 album.
It's already on your phone.
So, person, where do you get your breadsticks from? Well, I'll tell you where I get my breadsticks from.
DoorDash.
I'll tell you, DoorDash. Back
You
at
looking
it
for a
again.
date to go with
Yeah.
a meal to?
We've done all the other food delivery.
DoorDash is
Things.
for the person who needs to get out of the house now.
Right? Now. And is hungry. Now I know you could use any other app to do those things, or steal a car and someone's food
They will actually
simultaneously.
just go with a run with you to burn off the calories that you eat at the restaurant. DoorDash.
Exactly.
You have to be carrying a door on your.
Our delivery. Our delivery person
Like
will
200
bust down
meter
your
run.
door
200
and
meters.
install a new one.
Yeah, they'll run right to they'll dash to your door actually, because that makes more sense. And reinstall it and give you a tasty treat along the way.
And when we say tasty treat, I mean
No. So you're probably wondering,
And I
where did
think-
they get all this free food for me? Well, it's not free. You got to pay for it. That's the problem. But the door is free. It just the food just costs like $300 or however much doors cost. I'm not entirely sure. This is
There was a sign that used to crack me up over in Temecula that said like free car wash with the purchase of like $20 or something.
So, yeah.
Car wash.
It's just a car wash.
Exactly. Also brought to you by car washes. Now, I know what you're thinking. Is it for my dirty car to make it clean? No, this is a school that teaches your car how to wash things. Groom dogs, groom hair. People wash hair.
some people do.
Yeah, the only problem is the dog will be clean. It'll also be dead because it'll be ran over by the car. They don't have... It's sort of like a Pixar's Car
Run
situation.
by Elon Musk. Artificial intelligence.
Car wash is a service. There's all these services nowadays that are like, oh, get food without leaving your couch. You get groceries without leaving your couch. Now you don't even have to shower without leaving your couch. Car wash is an app where you can order someone to drive to your house and wash you while you're still on your couch. You don't even have
Wait,
to take off your
what?
pants.
Oh god. It's an external wash. It's an exterior, not an interior.
Maybe you're maybe you're afraid because you live on the 3rd story of your apartment. Well, don't worry, because DoorDash is gonna bust down your door, make sure that guy gets launched straight from his car right into your house. It's extra money if he has to walk upstairs.
Yeah.
True.
Exactly.
You gotta give him a good tip.
Yeah.
Especially if you're getting...
Yeah. Now, the car wash is free, but the tip is about $100.
If he washes your body, you're definitely gonna have to tip him.
Yeah, for
That's all I'm
sure.
saying.
Yeah, I would. I have. How much did you tip your car
I suggest
washer?
the full wax option. Personally, I found it to be worth the extra.
Evan, you look
What
so
about
shiny today.
The extra rinse shine.
Evan, you look so hairless and shiny today.
Oh my God.
What's that all
I was
about?
gonna ask about the eyebrows, but thought I better not.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, you.
Don't even get me started on the detailing.
Oh my. Full detailing.
Oh god.
All right. I think you know what it's time for. It's time for Evan's
segment.
Hello.
Evan segment.
So, as you know, this podcast is called Hear Me Out.
Yes.
And I believe as of this recording,
Oh.
all of us are single.
Well,
believe
define
so.
single.
We're all in some...
I mean, my
we're
car
not,
wash.
none of us are in
Define-
I
symbiotic
invited the guy who did my
relationships.
car wash. So does that count?
We really hit it off. He always comes by and
Oh my
washes me
gosh.
for free, but he always asks for money still.
Define
I just
single.
pay him.
Free wash with a $20 donation.
Oh,
If someone's washing you, you're not saying.
yeah, exactly. No, because it could be a casual relationship.
It could be
where
casual
you're
wash.
not actually.
Like when you do the
I'm
quick
not
wash.
looking for anything
Yeah, it's like the
serious.
It's just like
$10 wash.
it's just like suds and then
Quick wash.
rinse. That's
The
what you pay.
drive-through one.
Here for a good wash,
Oh
not
my
for a long wash.
Oh, that's awful, but so good. Whew. Okay.
Evan.
Yeah.
So speaking of...
Yes.
I would not define myself as single. I would define myself as taken. But I wouldn't say that I'm taken in the classical sense of taken.
Yes.
Or in the sense of taken, like the
If you're
movie
looking-
Taken.
If you're looking for a door. I have a very particular set of skills.
I have a very particular set of doors.
Oh.
Revolving. Chinese slidey ones.
This joke is so good.
Okay. My very well prepared segment,
Yeah.
as always,
Yep.
is called Ask Me Out.
Oh.
I'm
No
going
thanks.
I'm going to tell you who the person you want to ask out is. And you have to create a pickup line specifically tailored to
I'm gonna
that
get like
person.
70s date music
This is
playing right
good.
here. 70s
Great.
date show.
Hey, hello and welcome to Ask Me Out! Alright, so our first contestant behind door number 1, she's a lumberjack, she's also a lawyer, and an English college professor.
All right.
Oh boy.
Sounds familiar.
So,
Wow, he's practicing.
I got a pickup line for you, lovely lumberjack. English
Door
lawyer.
number 1,
Lovely
English
lumberjack
professor.
lass.
All right, yeah. Hey lady, hey girl. You have to start it off. Hey girl, hey girl. Did you?
Yes, just like Jeopardy, you must start your pickup line in the form of a hey girl.
hey girl. Did you pass the
Wait,
bar?
what were the 3 things?
Lumberjack, English professor, lawyer.
I'll take one at a time. I'm not gonna
Okay,
hit all
you
three
can
in the
do
same
3
joke.
separate pickup lines.
Okay. Hey girl, you a lumberjack lawyer, English professor? Cause you seem like you're a shut-in with too much time on your hands.
He's
I
not
could be
trying
that-
to get the date.
Yeah, I don't
I
think
could
that
be
was,
that time on
that
your
was not
hands.
very open-ended. And
Aw,
she has
man.
rejected your proposal.
Aw,
Oh
man.
my
I have a
God.
really bad one. But I'm not gonna say it.
Bad as in good or bad as in
Bad as in-
not funny?
Not
That is in clapworthy?
I see.
clapworthy.
Oh, no. Wait, I got another one. Girl, are you, lumber? I'm just trying to take all the time I can. Are you an English professor? Because I can read you like a book. And the title of that book is Asking Me Out. The You Story, starring me.
Wow.
Wow.
Please, someone else jump in.
You should have done just one thing. 3 things is too hard.
Okay, I'll stick to one thing from now
So
on.
she's a lawyer.
We'll start with lumberjack.
Okay.
Our first contestant is a lumberjack from New Hampshire.
Okay.
All right.
New Hampshire.
Yeah.
She likes long walks up a tree.
Oh my god. How about down a tree? Because she's a lumberjack.
Man, I'm with you, Pearson. I can only think of bad ones.
Hey, girl. You so fine, you made me yell, timber.
Oh.
I don't think that makes sense. Wait. I got it. Hey, girl, you a lumberjack? Because I'd like to bark up your tree. Yeah. Yeah.
I'm gonna go ahead and cut you down there.
Yeah, don't worry. Most of the girls ask me to leave them alone. I'll branch out onto someone else. Sorry about that.
Let me go out on a limb.
Okay, great. All right, our second contestant is a octopus
What? This isn't Japanese.
who likes maple
my
syrup.
Likes maple syrup. Great. No, that was the porpoise.
But who's
Anyways.
going out with octopus?
Hey, girl. Are you an octopus? Holy crap. That's crazy.
Hey, girl, are you an octopus? Because, whoa, you actually are an octopus.
Oh
Well, we could still go out.
Yeah.
Okay.
But I'm not going
Why don't we just pick actual human beings
Okay.
so we can make it
So,
easier?
That just make it easier.
Our next person is a teacher.
Teacher. Oh, it's for you, Evan. Ah.
a girl.
So it's gonna be like, hey guy, dude, boy.
Hey, boy.
Yeah,
Or
because
girl.
girls can't be teachers.
B.O.I..
Because it's 1894.
So
Ew,
tonight
that
we're gonna
voice
party
you do is
like
so
it's
like slimy.
1894.
Like I feel like I need to wash my hands after. Like,
That's
oh,
the corona sitting in.
I feel like I have simultaneously like a spider crawling on me and like sticky, gooey, like goop. Like,
Maple syrup.
That's from the octopus. Hey, girl, are you a teacher? Because, man, I always think I'm going to have one by the end of the line. Hey, girl, you are a teacher, and I'm an idiot. When you tell me where to find a good night school, women don't respect me. I cannot think of puns right now.
Okay, our next person is a astronaut from the moon.
Oh, are you an astronaut from the moon? Because you seem like you find it difficult here adjusting to gravity on Earth.
Let me help
Do
you.
yeah, do you need help?
Hey, did you fall from heaven?
Oh my god.
Because you look like you've been in a major accident.
Wow.
Because you look like an Apollo 1 survivor. Pearson, you got one?
I got this.
Are you looking up astronaut puns?
Are you an
No.
astronaut? Because I feel like there's an invisible force between us, kind of like gravity.
Hey, are you an astronaut? Because the Earth is flat and you're a liar.
I rocket
But will
ship,
you go out
you
with
and
me
me.
Oh, see, that one's good. That was, I mean, the obvious one is you're out of this world.
right?
Yeah, that one's too easy. Are you are you
Okay,
from
next
outer
one.
space?
No,
'Cause-
I just came up with a good one.
Okay.
Are you? Hey, girl, are you the Event Horizon? Because you look indescribable.
Oh, that one's good.
Pretty good, pretty good. Well, there was actually no single people behind any of these doors.
oh man. Jeez
My
Louise.
hopes up. All of them. All 3 of my hopes.
You know what they say about Bigfoot?
No.
No?
His foot's not as big as
He's-
people think. It's quite a bit smaller, actually.
He's actually really tall, so doesn't he just have proportionate feet?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So,
You're 8 feet tall. You
so
got
it's more like
feet.
normal feet, giant body.
Yeah.
Makes sense. So
I think he's just some
giant.
big, ugly, hairy guy.
Just-
Is
giant with
Bigfoot a
hair.
brown Yeti or is Yeti a white Bigfoot?
There you go.
That's a good question.
That's racist.
Yes.
Why's it gotta
it's
be a
not.
white?
I got a question for you guys.
Got a question for
have
you,
an
better
answer.
answer now.
So, there's a weird naming convention with movies nowadays. There's like one word, and it's like an adjective
Could you
or
give us some examples?
or a verb. Yeah, you know what? I think I could. Disney and Pixar are the biggest perpetrator of that. There's a mosquito in my face.
Onward.
Okay, yeah, there we go. Onward, Up, Frozen, Tangled.
Inception.
That's actually a good one, and I didn't have that on my list. But
Flashdance.
that was
That's
2
two
words,
words.
and also
Yeah.
from the 80s.
Yeah.
Anyways, so I want to take some famous movies from like the 1900s.
Yeah.
Rename them.
Yeah.
The
yeah,
1900s.
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah, so not recent ones. Ones
20th
that are
century.
21 years old and older.
20th century.
Yes, the 20th century.
Also known as the 1900s for some people.
Yes, that too.
But don't speak in centuries. Some people use Celsius, some people use Fahrenheit.
I use Kelvin exclusively.
Yeah, exactly.
I
It's like
use-
2,000 degrees in here right now.
Kelvins. Some people don't use Kelvins.
Flashdance. One word.
Flashdance is one word?
Oh.
Super sorry, man. I doubted you.
I'm so sorry.
I'm really, really sorry.
Not to be confused with Flash and Dance.
Not to be confused with.
Flashed ants?
Yeah,
Oh my gosh.
exactly.
Okay.
All right, name some movies.
Okay, thank you. So I'm gonna name some movies
Hurry
and
up.
tell me what their modern
One
day
word.
title.
Modern title.
Okay. One of
In a
those.
world.
One of the most famous movies of all time, The Godfather. What would its modern day title be?
Daddy's Home.
That's
That's,
two
two
words.
words.
one
No
word.
space.
There's no
No space.
That's a movie. It's
gotta be a verb.
movie too.
It's got to be a verb or an adjective too.
Okay. Meatball.
Meatball. Okay. What about? No wait. No. Crap. What was it called? It was like, leave the gun, take the
Cannoli.
cannoli. It's called Cannoli. Cannoli the movie. That's it. Or just Father. Or just God. Godfather's one word actually. Now that I think about it. But it's a noun. It's got to
gotta
be
be a
called.
verb.
It's got to be called fathered.
What about?
it's like,
I got
I
one.
see
I
what
got
you're
one. I got
saying,
one.
yeah.
Try it. Back to the Future.
Back to the Future. There we go.
Retroactive.
Oh, that's good.
2
Wow.
words.
No, that's one word.
Okay,
And
but
it's a teacher, he would know.
oh, you're right. That is. It's a.
Oh, thanks. Now I can open these.
Got a lot of extra sounds going on right now.
Ooh. Wait, just listen to the sound.
Oh my gosh, this isn't ASMR.
No, it isn't. It's just delicious sounds that I want to eat.
This
And
is
oh my gosh, listen to this cookie sound.
this is a Sonic nightmare.
It's wonderful.
Speaking of Sonic, okay, what did you say? What did you say?
I said
Back to the Future.
retroactive. Undone.
No, that would probably be.
That's super cool.
That's actually no, that one's actually good. Or
In a world
yeah, In a World the movie.
divided by timelines, one son must help his mother fall in love with his father. Undone.
Oh no.
Done.
Okay, yeah.
Before he gets undone.
Let's make the trailers. No, let's make the modern trailers for it as well. Okay, how about
An explosion.
Dun, dun. That's the power of love.
Yeah, exactly.
It's a good song.
Power of love.
The Karate Kid?
Karate Kid.
Yes, one of my faves. Karate Kid. Kicked.
Sweep.
Swept.
Wait, Karate Kid?
Yeah, The Karate Kid. 3 words.
Waxed.
Wait, that's number
Like
2.
Evan.
That's Karate Kid 2, though.
The Karate Kid.
Waxed.
I'm sorry.
Like Evan.
Exactly.
Okay. Anyone else? Wizard of Oz. Bricked. That's super gritty.
Oh, hold on a second.
But see, she lives with like her aunt or something. Like, no, I don't want to.
It should have something to do with like falling into
How
a
about
dream
this?
state and learning a lesson from it. Is there a word that summarizes?
Infrightened.
Infrightened?
Instead of enlightened, since they're fighting.
In
In the Wizard of
the
Oz?
Wizard of Oz?
No, I was still on Karate Kid, sorry.
Oh my gosh,
Oh.
yes. Thank you for the context.
How about?
Enlightenment.
Enlightenment.
Hold on. The idea is that she goes on a journey that teaches her
Wait,
lessons
Wizard
that
of
she already
Oz?
had inside of her. So how do you summarize that into one word that's an action word? Therapy.
Oh.
I know.
Therapy.
I have so much to say about that. Right now.
Therapy.
Disillusionment.
Restored. That's 2 words.
Trauma.
No.
Follow this yellow brick all the way.
Oh my gosh.
She got yellow bricked all the way home.
Oh no.
Just be
wow.
called a tornado.
Maybe it would be called like
Twister.
Twister.
no, something with a reference to a rainbow.
Toto.
Rainbowed.
Okay, let me give you. Let
I
me.
got one.
Okay, give me.
Gone with the Wind.
Gone with the Wind.
Hungry.
What? Oh, true.
Yeah.
Frankly.
Anorexic.
Oh.
Oh, I know. It's a sensitive subject.
Now
too.
we're sad.
Aw.
There's a war?
What?
The war? There's like a war going on or something, right?
War.
I've actually never watched Gone with the Wind.
It's not worth it.
Oh.
What about
Muffins.
muffins?
What about them? What about
what
muffins?
would the plot? What would the plot of a movie titled "What About Muffins" be?
What about muffins? It's your favorite.
Baked.
It's your favorite muffin, but he's mini? He's the only mini muffin there at Costco, and he feels uncomfortable.
No, it would be like one of those dog movies where it's like the dog is reincarnated. What about Muffin?
Oh my god.
You know what? They always reincarnate a human into a dog. It'd be funny if it was a dog reincarnated into a human. Is it? It's Shaggy.
Scooby and Shaggy.
Yeah.
Freaky, yeah.
Ruh-roh,
I don't know enough about
Scoob.
Scooby-Doo to make a reference.
Yeah, it's oh yeah, you've never watched a single episode of Scooby Doo. It's
The mystery, nope, that doesn't make, mystery incorporeal.
it's a Mystery Incorporated.
There you go. Zoink, Scoob, like I'm a dog. Ruh-roh.
That's a really good impression.
And I'm a Rumen? Yeah, like you're gonna learn how to talk, right?
Oh my gosh.
No.
Right now.
I just want to point out that on this list of movies,
At
that I
some
got,
point, Shaggy's gonna sniff someone's butt.
for sure. But it's gonna like go up to the person's butt and then go to the person's face and then get big. I was like, whoa,
Raggy Roo.
okay. So on this list of
What would
movies,
Shaggy do as a dog?
almost the same thing.
Finally, I don't have to wear
Every day.
clothes.
This is the one thing stopping you from self-actualizing.
I was already eating dog food. I'm on like step 1 of Maslow's hierarchy of needs. I'm very easily satisfied.
On this list,
I'm just kidding.
on this list of most famous movies from the 1900s, there's a movie called Mother India, and never heard of it, but I'm pretty sure.
You've never heard of Mother India?
I'm pretty sure this lady's holding a bazooka.
Yeah, that's the whole thing. Mother India holds the bazooka, and that's the whole movie.
Okay,
Shoots
so
coyotes.
what's the modern day version of this title?
Mother India would be titled Bazooka
Bazooka.
Lady.
Bazooka sounds like it's a gritty version of Big Bang Theory, and it's Sheldon.
Bazinga.
Bazooka?
I don't know. I don't know enough about this movie to make a title.
Mother India. Yeah, well, Pearson knew all about it, apparently.
She launched us into the world, but now she's launching grenades.
Yes. I can launch you into this world and I can launch you out.
Mother India.
That's great.
Blowing up in theaters near you.
I feel like there's a lot of very insensitive jokes I can say right now, and we could say them and then cut them out later.
Go for it.
Mohandas. Gandhi.
My mom does.
My mom is Gandhi. My mom is Gandhi. The sequel. The sequel to Mother India.
That was good. That was really clever.
My mother is Gandhi? Gandhi? Gandhi was reincarnated into my mother? Yes, son, it is true.
She learned it's not all about peace.
It's also about
bazookas. Mother India 2, the bazooka ing. My mother is Gandhi. Never coming to a theater ever.
Mother's Gandhi 2.
It's really funny.
Or Mother's Gandhi 7.
7. It skips from 2 to 7.
Yeah.
7.
Well, the other ones couldn't be released in our country because they're heavily censored.
I got you.
Yeah.
Or what is it? What was it? Mother India?
Mother India.
Mother India 7. Stepmother.
Step up 9. Mother of India 7. Stepmother of India.
Crossover.
Oh my god.
It's
They have a lot more dancing in that one,
Yeah.
which is always great.
Or my favorite, Mother of India 10. Buddha, 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 rocking everywhere.
Oh my god.
Too fast. Too furious.
Too
Famous.
Yeah.
Fast and Furious.
Yeah. Exactly. There's another joke in there somewhere. I'm about to find it. Here it comes.
Does it have to do with Indian food?
No, it was gonna have to do with some sort of ancient mythological Indian stuff.
This time she's looking for love.
This time, wait, no, I got it. We're probably have to cut all these out, unfortunately.
Mother India, she's untouchable.
Because the Untouchables, the caste system, you're not allowed to touch them.
Didn't I?
Oh man, that everyone on the other side of this understood that joke. The caste system in India. There's a different layers of like what you're reincarnated into. It's famous. Everyone knows about it. Anyways, let's cut that out. It was a good joke set. They're dumb.
Oh, that's the title right
What?
there. Reincarnation.
Oh, there we go.
Oh yeah, that one.
That's just a sequel.
Yeah, exactly.
Mother India reincarnated.
What I just realized something. The GPS voice hasn't come out yet, so I feel like we need to do a movie commercial in the GPS voice.
Dang, Evan.
Welcome.
Look at
to
what
the
Todd.
movie.
Sorry to interrupt. Look at what Todd sent me. You answered all the questions like a paragraph each.
Nice.
Phil, well done.
Sweet.
Better than Evan did.
I gave
Sorry.
you good answers.
You gave me 2 sentences.
Here's one more.
Give me another movie.
Who knew this is such a gold mine? No way, I got one more.
Mother India. Mother India 12. It's a murder mystery, and it's a Hindu done it. Who touched my sacred cow?
Mother may I?
Mother may I of India. Mother may India.
Mother knows best.
Tangled. That just comes around full circle.
I thought you said Kenkles. Kenkles.
Kinkos. This
She's
is
gonna clean the streets before she cleans your room.
You better clean your room in there, or by golly, I'm gonna get you reincarnated into a slug next Tuesday.
Next Tuesday.
Man,
That doesn't. I mean, that doesn't sound too bad. Being a slug, it would be over quickly, probably.
a salty slug.
All right, let's move on to a movie we know.
Okay, yeah, we'll do one more of these and then we can.
We have to cut that one out almost completely.
almost completely for sure.
Almost.
Okay, man, there's a lot of Indian movies on this most famous movies of the 1900s. Apparently, there's a lot of stuff going on in Bollywood that we are not aware of. I was gonna say Jaws, and not enough people know about One Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest.
Jaws.
Jaws is our
Jaws, Jod,
Jod.
Star Wars.
Star Wars.
Laser.
Star War.
Star Ward.
That's the crossover between One Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest and Star Wars.
What, Star Wars?
Star Wars.
You got. How do you do a Jack Nicholson impression? The eyebrow doesn't count over the microphone. Yeah.
It's only eyebrows.
Yeah, I got admitted to the Star Wars. Crazy, man.
Where'd my muffin go?
It's on your laptop.
Look,
On top
Oh my
of that.
gosh.
I'm not gonna hurt you. I'm just gonna. I'm gonna slice your.
I'm just gonna
hand off.
blast your brains in. Yeah, I don't have any other.
All work and no play makes Vader a dull boy.
I can't do a Vader impression. Any other? Yes.
Oh, for Star Wars,
Yeah.
Sliced.
Sliced,
What? How about
unhanded,
Nub.
disarmed,
Disarmed.
Disarmed.
Spoilers.
No, it's not.
Fatherhood.
Oh my god.
Choked on my muffin.
Trying to think about something about galaxy and the universe and like mix those words together into something.
Gallivers.
Galaverse.
Unixy.
Unix.
This summer.
Kind of sounds like something that you shouldn't be doing.
This summer, become a eunuch with Unixy.
Unixy is
Today's
no,
sponsor.
Unixy is a pharmaceutical medication.
Oh, I didn't know that.
That if you are
sponsor.
eunuch, it will help you recover.
Oh, no.
Sponsor is Unixy.
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 Unixy safe for
Yeah.
people of all ages.
Unix
Please
see
consult your
something.
doctor.
Unix say something.
Okay. I think that's a good place to end it.